Look, I know a lawyer that was very close to this case. And what he said, which was very interesting, was that the essence of this case is really a domestic violence case. That's really what it is, that has somehow, because of all the publicity and all the media, ballooned into a RICO and a sex trafficking and a prostitution. But the heart of it is domestic violence, but you can't charge him for domestic violence because it's past the statute of limitations. And so they turn it into a RICO to try to charge him for that, but it's like, it's really past the statute. Now look, what he did, to Cassie in that hallway was despicable.
Right.
I get it. I'm not justifying that action. He beat her like a man.
Right.
It was disgusting.
Right.
But what I've always said was, that's not one of the charges.
No.
You can't charge him for something that he did that you consider bad.
And how about all the tapes that were supposed to be with little kids, young kids?
None of that.
Where is it?
It didn't exist.
Right.
It didn't exist.
So
listen, I was waiting. I kept saying, I said, where's the crime? I was waiting for some young girl to come out with chains and her hair all messed up and in a basement somewhere. Or girls being transported in that are teenagers. Because, me and Tony Busby got into this whole argument on Piers Morgan because he said, oh, yeah, the feds talked to 2 of my clients, but they decided not to use them in the case. And I'm like, you have 100 clients. You have 100 people you're representing, and the feds didn't use a single one of them in the case, which means to me that all your clients are lying. All your clients are just trying to get some money out of them, and nothing really happened.
What's his name, the young boy there? Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber? What about?
How come, why didn't any of those kids, Jennifer Lopez, how come none of them were called?
Because nothing happened to them.
I don't know about that.
What do you think happened to Justin Bieber?
Oh, fucking.
You think Diddy was fucking Justin Bieber?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt?
In my
a lot
mind,
of doubt.
I saw him on an interview. He was giving him a fucking Lamborghini.
Okay.
And he says, oh, not on public television. You know that better. You know better than that. And he wrote songs himself, Justin Bieber, and he was like brokenhearted with what he did. I mean,
I'm not co-signing.
And then he should have never been doing songs and interviews or whatever he was doing. Jennifer Lopez, her divorce became because of P. Diddy.
Her divorce because of Diddy?
Yeah. She was fucking around with Diddy and his parties.
Oh, yeah. Well, what does that have to do with RICO or crimes?
No, but why isn't that part of the whole case? In other words, you know these names, you let an innuendo about them, and then you don't bring them in the case. So the feds literally destroyed it. Once you put that all out, people are expecting that. When none of that came out, like you said, where is the case?
Right.
Everybody's waiting. Where's the case?
Where's the case?
But the government put this forward like it was this monster.
Yeah.
So they dropped the ball.
I agree. Look, the mafia is a criminal organization, right? You can't say that the Gambinos is a legitimate business and they're getting a bad rap, right? Because it's a criminal organization. Bad Boy Records is not a criminal organization. They have real products. They put out music. Sean John Clothing puts out clothes. He's got a TV and a movie production company. There's actual real projects. I don't think you could say that these are all money laundering schemes for his mastermind criminal enterprise. It's not a laundromat where they're faking the books. It's a real business. It just so happens that the owner has weird sexual fetishes. And, maybe he had his, at the end of the day, like his assistant would book some of the hotel rooms and maybe clean up after him. But that's not a crime.
Drugs coming in there left and right.
Yeah.
Drugs can bring them big fucking time. There's no question they all said it was drugs. But yet none of the drug dealers or anybody got pinched in the case. Why?
Right.